On tonight, we're going to discuss the narcissistic gang stalker. And when I was thinking about this video, I thought of this statement: corruption breeds paranoia. And so let's unpack this. What do I mean by corruption breeds paranoia when it comes to narcissistic gang stalkers? Well, the narcissistic gang stalkers, they are burdened with many fears and intense anxiety. I don't care how they appear, they're filled with many fears and lots of anxiety. They spend their lives constantly looking over their shoulders. And this is due to fear of exposure or the fear of the repercussions of their dirty deeds that they've done to others. You see, narcissistic gang stalkers, I think they all exhibit some form of paranoia in one form or another. And paranoia is, there's different dimensions to it, different levels of it, and it falls on different spectrums. But I think somewhere the narcissistic gang stalker falls in one of the spectrums of being a paranoid person. You see, the narcissistic gang stalker, they trust no one. They trust no one. They exist in this world, but they can trust no one. I don't care if you're a friend, a family member, if they've known you for 50 years, they don't trust you. And it's not a reflection of you. It's not a reflection of you. It's them projecting their own corrupt core onto everyone that they meet. You see, the narcissistic gang stalker, they are so corrupt that they believe everyone is corrupt. They steal, so they believe everyone steals. They cheat, so they believe that everyone cheats, and so on and so forth. You see, the narcissistic gang stalker, they look at people through a very distorted lens, and it only allows them to place you into two categories. And those two categories are you're either all good or all bad. And those are very generalized ways. It's a very generalized way of thinking that people are either all good or all bad. There's no in between. There's no gray thinking with a narcissistic gang stalker. And it's all because of the things that they have done. You see, they automatically, I don't care how they act or how they try to behave, confident and high self-esteem and, arrogant and prideful, they view themselves as a bad person. And they view themselves this way because of all the dirty things that they've done to others. But see, this is where it becomes a little tricky. Because then when they interact with people, they're interacting to size you up, to see your strengths, your weaknesses, your frailties, your flaws. And they may start off placing you, if you're fortunate, in the all good category. But you know what? Even if you're placed in the all good category at the beginning, no one stays there very long. Because as soon as you show a side of your humanity, as soon as you show a flaw or a weakness, or as soon as you have your first disagreement, or you challenge something regarding the narcissistic gang stalker, or you ask them a question, you quickly get moved over to the all bad category. Sadly, the narcissistic gang stalker spends their life, looking over their shoulders in fear and exposure. But they also spend their lives looking for this person that can save them from themselves. Someone who they can do whatever, but this person remains true and remains in the category of the all good. And as soon as they meet you, As soon as they meet you, they're always looking for someone else or something else. They can never be satisfied because, again, it doesn't take too much to trigger them to remove you from the all good category to the all bad category. And because of this paranoia, narcissistic gang stalkers, they operate and behave, I look at it as vipers and cobras. Vipers and cobras are known to be the type of snakes that will strike first. Whether provoked or unprovoked, a viper or a cobra will strike you first. And it's because the viper or the cobra feels threatened. And so narcissistic gang stalkers walk around, because of this paranoia, always feeling threatened. Everyone is a threat. And so this leads them to strike first. They have to get you before you get them. This paranoid behavior also makes the narcissistic gang stalker a very controlling, manipulative, and monitoring person. You see, they have to control all aspects and they have to monitor everyone that they're involved with. They have to set up things and orchestrate different things, not to work out for the good of everyone involved, but to benefit the narcissistic gang stalker. The narcissistic gang stalker, they don't know how to look out for the greater good of everyone involved. You see, they have to control every aspect in order to benefit them. They have to have the upper hand in every situation. And so it sets them up and it makes them monitor, want to secure, protect, always watch over everything that they have because they fear losing it. But the last time I checked, the word says that you shall reap what you sow. And also it states that ill-gotten gain will not remain. This corruption that breeds paranoia will also drive the narcissistic gang stalker, when it comes to monitoring, to set up hidden cameras so that they can monitor everyone and all interactions and hear all conversations. Believe me, if you knew some of the places where they have placed hidden cameras, you would say this is a total violation of your rights and your privacy. For example, hidden cameras in a bathroom. That's a violation.